Namaste. Welcome to Agriculture Affairs in Nepal with me, Nirmala Basnet. Dear viewers, let us now start the program with the main affairs of the day. For the first time in Nepal, a grain dryer has been installed in Garua village of Bardia district. The National Farmers Commission has submitted its report to the concerned bodies and stakeholders of the government of Nepal. Prime Minister Sherbahadur Deuba has said that the government is ready to solve the problems seen in the industry due to corona. Plus more. Let us continue the program with the grain drying machine. This machine is long overdue in coming in Nepal. Nepal is a country that receives a lot of rain during the monsoon. This moistens the grains and they rot and go wasted. Drying machine was invented in the USA. The drying machine is used to dry the grains such that the seeds can be stored for a long time. Similarly, the food grains are kept in good condition and for a longer period with the drying machines. Let us look at this news report for a little while. For the first time in Nepal, grain dryer has been installed with 50% grant from the Prime Minister's Agriculture Modernization Project Implementation Unit Rajapur Bardia under the Ministry of Agriculture and Livestock Development. The total capital of Bihani Intermediate Multipurpose Cooperative Society Limited, which has 1,435 members, is 43.5 million. And this grain dryer will help to dry chaite paddy, monsoon paddy and spring maize produced in 400-hectare area of land in wards 1, 2 and 3 of Garua village municipality. Farmers are happy with the arrival of grain machines. Farmers who have been cultivating chaite paddy have become happier after the connection of the machine. Paddy planted in Chait ripens in Ashar. Ashar is the rainy season, so farmers are reluctant to dry the paddy. As the paddy does not dry well, they do not get a fair price. However, with the connection of the machine, the problem of the farmers has been solved.
बर्षात हुन्छ बर्षातमा चाहिँ हामीलाई सुकाउन चाहिँ गाह्रो हुन्छ र चाहिँ हामी गाह्रो भएपछि हामी गाह्रो भएको हुनाले हामी चाहिँ मूल्य पाउँदैनौं अनि यो सुका भनेदेखि हामीलाई मूल्य पनि पाउँछौं त्यही भएर हामीलाई अति खुसी लाग्यो यो भन्दा चाहिँ किसान सब चाहिँ यो मसिन चाहिँ ड्रिल मसिन आउँदा सबले चाहिँ एकदमै चाहिँ खुसी.
Lately, farmers have been attracted not only to monsoon paddy but also to spring paddy. Him Kumar Tharu, manager of Bihani Intermediate Multipurpose Cooperative, says that the use of modern agriculture tools saves time, reduces costs, and makes it easier for farmers to dry paddy in a grain dryer.
बर्दियाको बिहानी मध्यवर्ती बहुउद्देश्य सहकारी संस्थालीको प्राङ्गणमा हामी चाहिँ यो स्थापना गरेका छौं र हामी चाहिँ 300 देखि 400 हेक्टरको जग्गामा भएको जुन चैते धान र हजारौं बिघामा भएका जुन केरे वर्षे धानको लागि धान मकै गहुँ गरी अन्न बाली सुकाउने प्रयासमा हामी यो ग्रेन ड्रायर स्थापना गरेका.
The farmers are worried about the problem of rotting during the rainy season as the paddy produced by them could not be dried in time. Dr. Tapendra Bahadur Shah, Senior Agriculture Officer at the Prime Minister's Agriculture Modernization Project Rajapur, says that the use of modern agriculture tools will now help the farmers to complete their work in a faster manner.
छिटो भन्दा छिटो बालीलाई चाहिँ या त भित्राउने या चाहिँ बिक्री गर्ने हिसाबमा किसानहरुलाई आवश्यकता महसुस भएको हुन्छ र अब त्यसलाई सहज गर्नको लागि चाहिँ हामीले यो ग्रेन ड्रायर वितरण गरेको हो. यो चाहिँ फिक्स टाइपको भन्छ, एकै ठाउँमा हामीले फिक्स गरेर राख्छौं. जो किसानलाई चाहिँ आवश्यक पर्छ उहाँले यो ठाउँमा धान ल्याएर आउनुहुन्छ र उहाँले सुकाउनुहुन्छ.
Depending on the moisture content of the crop, the grain dryer will dry the grain in 2 to 4 hours. The capacity of the machine is 12 tons. According to the Prime Minister's Agriculture Modernization Project Rajapur unit, the fourth paddy is being cultivated in an area of 986 hectares in Rajapur municipality and Garua village municipality. Reported by Shiva Sharma. After the news report, let us now talk about what the Agriculture Ministry is doing for the farmers who are victims of the floods and landslides. The farmers are suffering from loss of crops, loss of homes, and damage of land for cultivation. This will affect the production and economy of the farmers will be at loss. The Nepali farmers every year have been suffering with small and large loss. Yet this year it has become really hard for all who have been living in the hills as well as Tarai due to heavy rains. The climate change has caused extreme events around the world. There are people suffering with drought, floods and landslides. The government around the world are trying to solve the problems. The Nepali Agriculture Ministry is also working to solve the problems of the farmers. The Ministry of Agriculture and Livestock Development has said that it is collecting data to compensate the farmers affected by this year's monsoon disaster in the same year. Let us look at this news report for a little while. The Ministry of Agriculture and Livestock Development has said that it is collecting data to compensate farmers affected by this year's monsoon disaster in this fiscal year. Secretary at the Ministry of Agriculture and Livestock Development, Yogendra Kumar Gargi, said that the ministry was collecting data on the damage caused to farmers due to floods and landslides caused by the monsoon this year. After the data is collected within a week, the preliminary report was ready by Ashar 20th. The farmers will be addressed through compensation in this fiscal year. After the news report, let us now talk about smuggling of rare red panda skin. As the human beings stride to move forward for more comfort on Earth, the wild animals and plants are displaced. The human beings are using too much of the natural resources. This has caused change in the climate and the loss of natural balance. The people are now fighting war against corona. This is because the man was not wise in using the natural resources. We are part of the nature. We are supposed to use the resource and protect the nature at the same time. We are custom made for the nature. People are not sensitive to use the natural resources. This is why the Nepali government has banned hunting. Nepalganj Bake police have arrested 3 people, including the skin of protected red panda and the bile of a bear. Let us look at this news report for a little while. Nepalganj Bake police have arrested 3 people, including the skin of a protected red panda and the bile of a bear. The people involved in the transaction have been made public by holding a press conference after taking them under control. A joint team of Lumbini Police State Office Dang and District Police Office Bage managed to take them under control. Police found the culprits in room number 10 of Rapti Guest House near Pashupalal Chowk in Nepalganj Submetropolis 1. Bhakti Bahadur Pun 49, Keshav Pun 41 and Robin Buddha 21 of Shantinagar. Police said that they have recovered the piece of red panda skin and 4 pieces of bear bile from them. There's a provision of fine of 500,000 to 1 million rupees and jail of 5 to 15 years or both as per section 26/910 of the National Parks and Wildlife Conservation Act 2029 BS. According to the district police chief and superintendent of police Bage, police have arrested 6 persons on different dates for poaching of protected and rare wild animals such as leopard skin, tiger skin, panda skin, and bear bile in Ashar alone. Police said that the 3 would be sent to the Division Forest Office Bage for necessary action. After the news report, let us now talk about mysterious death of the bees. Bees are these really cute, hard-working insects which produce the sweetest substance from the nectar of the flowers. We all know this. The bees are considered to be so laborious that the hard-working persons are called busy bee in some places. Bees are really organized. When they find flowers, they give message to other bees by a dance. The dance tells them where to find the flowers. Do laugh with love for these really, really cute insects. However, the next report is really a sad one. Santa Kumari Sunwar Mukhia of Dudhe of Chapa district has found the bees in beehive all dead. Let us look at this news report for a little while. Santa Kumari Sunwar Mukhia of Dude in Shiva Satakshi municipality of Chapa district has found the bees in the beehive all dead. The bee was found dead in Khayarghari of Ghailadubba of Kankai municipality. She said that 35 hives of bees had died in the hive. The cause of the bee's death is not yet known. Mukhia has been rearing bees commercially for a decade and a half. In the year 2062, BS Sri Satakshi Mahila Beekeeping Cooperative Society Limited had given 2 hives of bees as grant to Mukhia. After that, she became involved in commercial beekeeping. She said that she has been running a family of 8 from beekeeping. She says her son was not even allowed to go to Korea after she started commercial beekeeping. Last year too, the business had to bear heavy losses after the bees were fleeing from the hive. She said about 5 lakh bees have died in the beehive this year. Mukhia has complained that the municipality has not shown any interest after the death of bees, even though she has been paying taxes to the municipality by keeping bees. After the news report, let us now talk about what is Energy Minister is saying. Energy Ministry manages energy in the country. Nepal has high potential for the production of hydropower and irrigation facilities to the land. The country is considered only second place in possession of natural energy potential. However, Nepali energy is in place where it is difficult to access. For this, great engineers and great minds are required to make it accessible. The Energy Minister is promising quite a bit for 1 year. Minister for Energy, Water Resources and Irrigation, Panda Vishal, has said that they will work with the aim of providing access to electricity in all regions of the country. Let us look at this news report for a little while. Minister for Energy, Water Resources and Irrigation, Panda Vishal, has said that they will work with the aim of providing access to electricity in all regions of the country. Taking charge at Shingadarbar on Wednesday, Minister Vishal said that the number of people in Nepal who do not have access to electricity is high and that the access to electricity will be provided soon. She opined that such a trend should be rectified as many goals have been set in the field of hydropower, but the targets have not been met. She said that emphasis should be laid on never having load shedding in Nepal. She made it clear that she would not be biased in her work but would work for results. Minister Vishal said that the country and the people should work together to fulfill their dreams, stating that the problem of irrigation is big even though it is called an agricultural country. She said that they will work to provide irrigation to all cultivable areas within 12 months. After the news report, let's take a small commercial break. Stay with Krishi Television. After the commercial break, welcome back to Agriculture Affairs in Nepal. Dear viewers, let us now talk about hybrid seeds demonstration. A year before, the farmers and the country bore a great loss due to Garima variety of the paddy. Garima paddy was developed in India. Nepali government had approved these seeds to be planted in Nepal. However, due to fake seed distribution, the paddy plants did not bear any grain. This time, the indigenous hybrid is being tested in Chapa. The newly produced seeds are first tested before being approved for commercial plantation. For the first time, experimental testing of a new variety of hybrid paddy has been started in Chapa. Let us look at this news report for a little while. For the first time, experimental testing of a new variety of hybrid paddy has been started in Chapa. According to the Prime Minister's Agriculture Modernization Project Implementation Unit Chapa, farmers have planted new varieties of hybrid paddy in 10 hectares in 10 different places of the district for testing. Farmers have been attracted to plant new varieties of paddy after the Project Implementation Unit Chapa provided seeds, fertilizers, and technical assistance through various groups. Hardinath Hybrid 1 and Hardinath Hybrid 3 have been planted for the demonstration of indigenous hybrid paddy. After the news report, let us now talk about floods in Barsha. The country is flooded all over. The land has been damaged and of course the crops are all wiped out. There are a lot of farmers at loss. This means that the country is at loss. Food security is the main concern of the country. With loss of crops and damage of the land, the production will be reduced and we will have to import a lot of food. This means that we will have to pay for foreign produce, which is very expensive. The flood of Vedaha Khola in Birganj metropolitan city, the district headquarters of Parsa, has turned hundreds of bighas of arable land into desert. Let us look at this news report for a little while. Hundreds of bighas of cultivable land in a single ward of Birganj metropolitan city have been turned into desert due to the flood of Vedaha River. Hundreds of bighas of arable land in ward number 30 of Birganj metropolitan city alone have been turned into desert due to the flood in the river. Hundreds of bighas of land of farmers of Lal Parsa and Parsudipur tolls in the ward have been damaged by the floods. 1 week ago, floods in the Vedaha River flooded hundreds of acres of arable land. The sand brought by the flood has turned the cultivable land into a desert. Farmers are worried as the land that has been set aside for cultivation has become barren. Sofiullah Ansari, a farmer of ward number 30, Parsudipur, said that only 1.5 bigha of his cultivable land was covered with sand by the flood.
यो वार्ड नम्बर 30 को यो सबै भेरा खोलाले त खेत भरिसक्यो है। अब विजय सरावगीले त सोच्नु पर्यो नि, यहाँको वाडा प्रमुखले सोच्नु पर्यो कि रासनको व्यवस्था गरिदिनको लागि अनि त यहाँको यो खेतहरुको कर माफ गरिदिनको लागि है। कर हामीहरु अब कहाँबाट तिर्छौं है। यहाँ नगरपालिकाले 1 रुपैयाँ पनि कर माफ गरिरहेको छैन। खेत सबै भराइहाल्यो है। यो कर कसरी हामीहरु तिर्छौं है। यहाँको वाडा प्रमुखले त्यहाँ गएर पहल गर्नुपर्छ नि है। विजय सरावगीले यो कर माफ गर्नुपर्छ नि।
Farmers are worried about what to eat throughout the year when the arable land is covered with sand. Another farmer in the same ward lamented that he was worried about how to make ends meet this year after the farm was flooded with sand and turned into a desert.
बनाता उ खेतों बिगड़ता है। अब ओमे जे अगवान व्यक्ति बा उ कहीं गड्ढा कोड़वा देता, कोई के खेत बनवा देता, वही में जे विपक्षी बा वो करा के वही पोखरा खानी कोड़ के छोड़ देता।
Vedaha Khola in the rural part of Birganj metropolitan city has not only cut down hundreds of acres of cultivable land of the farmers of the area every year, but has also damaged the construction of a dam on the river. The metropolis has been doing only showy work by spending huge budget. The metropolis has not paid attention to the construction of a concrete dam on the river. The Vedaha River has been inundating the farms of wards 28, 29, 30 and 31 of the metropolis every year. There is a demand from the farmers to build a concrete dam on the river. After the news report, let us now talk about rise in price of ghee. The people are not happy that the price of the oil and butter has gone up. The people are afraid to work due to corona spread. At the same time, a lot of the people are not getting jobs due to the lockdown. This has decreased the money coming in at home. The market has become more expensive. This will obviously increase the urban poverty. The Nepali government is not able to manage the vaccine properly as no vaccine is invented here in Nepal. Ghee and oil prices have gone up by 31%. Let us look at this news report for a little while. Ghee and oil prices have gone up by 31%. According to the Economic and Financial Situation report released by Nepal Rashtra Bank till May, the price of ghee and oil has increased by 30.98% in Jesta. The price of edible oil has gone up sharply during the ban due to the corona infection. The report issued by Nepal Rashtra Bank states that the price of food and beverages has increased by 6.22% till Jesta of the last fiscal year as compared to year before last. Similarly, non-food and services increased by 2.66%. Consumer price inflation stood at 4.19% in Jesta last year. This year, such growth rate was 4.54%. According to the report, prices rose by only 1.72% in the mountains, 3.87% in the Kathmandu Valley, 4.32% in the hills, and 4.47% in the Terai. After the news report, let us now talk about Farmers Commission. The Farmers Commission is one of the very active organizations which is working to help the farmers. The farmers are given training and advice to the farmers are given across the country. New technology is introduced and new youths are motivated to be involved in agriculture in the country. This organization was established in 2017 AD. This organization fights for the rights of the farmers. It clarifies the rights to the farmers. The National Farmers Commission has submitted its report to the concerned bodies and stakeholders of the government of Nepal. Let us look at this news report for a little while. The National Farmers Commission has submitted its report to the concerned bodies and stakeholders of the government of Nepal. The Commission had prepared their report after discussing the problems in the agriculture sector and the need for improvement with various organizations, experts, and farmers involved in the agriculture sector. According to the report of the Commission, due to sluggish transportation, sale, distribution, and availability of fertilizers and seeds, easy supply should be arranged and the agriculture ambulance should be provided for systematic marketing of agriculture commodities such as tea, coffee, fish, vegetables, and mushrooms and flowers. The growers should be provided loans at simple and concessional rates. Effective insurance and other relief programs should be announced. Similarly, necessary initiatives should be taken by the government of Nepal and concerned stakeholders to ensure fair price of farmers' produce and manure distribution system should be organized. Necessary arrangements should be made for farmers to get subsidies in agriculture. Emphasis should be laid on market promotion of brown fish. Long-term, medium-term, and short-term plans should be prepared and implemented by studying the effects of COVID in the overall agriculture sector. Import of self-reliant agriculture commodities should be stopped. It is said that 75% subsidy should be provided for the electricity used in the work. After the news report, let us now talk about newly appointed Prime Minister of Nepal. The Prime Minister of Nepal is Sherbahadur Deuba. He belongs to the Nepali Congress and has been appointed as Prime Minister for many times. He has been appointed as the Prime Minister by the rule of the Supreme Court. The Prime Minister has announced that he will be working on solving the problem of vaccination in the country. The Prime Minister is warned that he may not get vote of confidence if the UML unites. So he has to really work on his tiptoes to remain in the government, as UML government has 2/3 votes of the public. Let us look at this news report for a little while. Prime Minister Sherbahadur Deuba has said that the government is ready to solve the problems seen in the industry due to corona. Meeting a team of the Federation of Nepalese Chambers of Commerce and Industry at Singhadarbar, Prime Minister Deuba said that the role of private entrepreneurs was important in the development of the country and the government was ready to solve the problems caused by corona. Prime Minister Deuba had also shown interest in the vision paper brought by the Federation. The Prime Minister stressed on the need to work together in the coming days to solve the problems of private entrepreneurs, said FNCCI President Shankar Golcha. Golcha said that the role of private entrepreneurs was indispensable to ease the supply system of Nepal in the current difficult situation.
The vision paper सम्बन्धी हामीले उहाँले जिज्ञासा पनि राख्नुभयो हामीले आफ्नो पेपर पनि प्रस्तुत गर्यौं हामीले जुन किताब छापेका छौं त्यो पनि प्रस्तुत गर्यौं र त्यसमा पनि सामान्य ज्यूबाट एकदमै राम्रो सकारात्मक रिस्पोन्स पनि आयो र त्यसको लागि अर्थमन्त्रीज्यूलाई पनि भेटेर प्रस्तुति पनि गर्नु भनेर निर्देशन पनि दिनुभयो भनेपछि आज त मुख्य एजेन्डा चाहिँ भेटघाट थियो त्यो चाहिँ हामीले गर्यौं.
Golcha informed that they met the newly appointed Prime Minister Deuba to offer their congratulations and best wishes. This is all in Agriculture Affairs in Nepal with me, Nirmala Basnet. Before I go, let us review the main affairs of the day. For the first time in Nepal, a grain dryer has been installed in Garua village of Bardia district. The National Farmers Commission has submitted its report to the concerned bodies and stakeholders of the government of Nepal. Prime Minister Sherbahadur Deuba has said that the government is ready to solve the problems seen in the industry due to corona. Thank you for watching Agriculture Affairs in Nepal with me, Nirmala Basnet. I'll be back with more affairs next time. Till then, Jai Krishi, Jai Kishan, Samriddha Krishi, Nepal Kishan.